Sometimes, when writing your programs, you might want to create the same method twice, but with slightly different values as arguments, or maybe even a different return type. Two or more methods may have the same name as long as the list of parameters or arguments, or the return type is different. When this happens, it's called overloading. You overload the method. For example, if you want to write a method that finds the average of three numbers, you might want to allow it to use three integers, but you also might want to allow it to use three doubles. The logic is the same, but the type of data sent by the calling program is different. So you would create two methods with the exact same return type and the exact same name, but they would each have different arguments. One would have three ints, and one would have three doubles. Again, this is called method overloading. Now let's take a look at the example I have here. I have updated the program that we worked on in the last section to calculate the total amount of groceries. And I've added another print method that contains the name of the store. The method is exactly the same except it contains an additional string argument for the store name. Let's scroll down and take a look. Here are my two print methods. They're both public static void print. The top method just takes in a value for total. The second version takes in total, comma, string, store name. In the main method, if the user enters a valid store name, then the total and the store name are passed to the print method. The computer knows which method to call based on the parameters or arguments listed in the method call. Let's go back to the main. In the main, on line 14, I ask the user if they know the name of the store, or none if they don't. I read that in, and then I check to see on line 18 if the store name is equal to none. Then I call the print method that does not include the store name, print total. Otherwise, I call the print method that includes both the total and the store name. Let's try it. We'll do it both ways. The first time, I'll say none. I'll go ahead and order my milk again, and we'll put in $3.89. We want 1 milk. This time I'll say, let's get some eggs in addition to our milk. And the price of eggs is $2.50. And we'll get 2 of them. Okay, that's enough for today, so no more items. And it prints out my total cost as $8.89, and it says thanks for shopping with us. Now, if I run the program a second time, and this time let's put in the name of a store. I'll use Giant. Now it asks me the name of my item. Again, I'll do milk just to keep things the same, and I'll use $2.89 for my milk, and I'll get 1 milk. And I'll get another item, I'll get some eggs, and I'll say that the eggs are $2.50, and I'll just get 1 dozen. And that's all the items I want, so I'll say N for no more items. This time it says, the total for your grocery items is $5.39, and it says thanks for shopping at Giant. You can see the second time it used the name of the store and printed that name out in the message. Overloading methods is especially useful when we start working with classes and objects. When we create a class to represent an instance of an object, we use a constructor to build the object. This is where overloading is helpful, since we might want to allow the user to create objects using different default values. Maybe a partial list of values, or even maybe the entire list of values. So we can create several constructors using method overloading, which allows the program to choose the right method.